So, with the second and third episode, we mainly get introduced to two possible suspects. Adon, the main person that they have a reasonable doubt to believe that he committed the crime and did the murder, but also Mr. S, the person who they didn't really say his name. They gave him a random one, the host, because of how he discovered the body and was the first person to locate it, and that was quite interesting. And another thing that the host had mentioned was how if he the body was difficult to find, it was in an area if you weren't really looking for it, you wouldn't find it. So that was really interesting. And another thing about the case that I found quite interesting was how they relied a lot on the witness testimony based off of what Jay said. They had a reasonable doubt to believe that Adon did what he did because of his emotions, and how they argued a lot that he was a dude who was just angry and jealous that Hay was with another dude, and he had the motive and the reasons to do what he did. But I want to argue that he's a high schooler. He's an emotional teenager, and any other teenager, I guess, would be going through those emotions. And the people who were talking about him, the host and the guests they brought on, they mentioned that he was a good person who was quite popular, and but also they mentioned that he was a player, so I don't think he would feel bad about the breakup, maybe just heartbroken. And because of that, they also mentioned that he was often seen talking to a lot of females. And another thing that was mentioned was how, because of how he had some sort of knowledge behind, um, because of his job as an EMT, he knew what to do and he knew the possible skills to strangle someone. So they argued a lot about his motive and his background, and those two things, mainly his motive and his background, that giving him some sort of reason to do what he did, but also why and how he could do what he did. And I think that based off of the witness statement, it's quite interesting how a lot of that was based off of that single statement. There was no physical evidence to really link him to the crime, and I really don't know if he is the person who did it, but also I'm not sure if Mr. S is the person either who did it too. It's too early to tell, and I think that there's a lot going on, and based off of that, um, I'm not really sure.